our lab focuses almost principally on flavor. But that flavor is made up of probably 50 or more genes. So what we have to do is figure out, first of all, what is a good tomato? And that in itself is not an easy thing. We work with people in food science to taste different tomatoes that have different chemical compositions and say, okay, this is what the consumer likes, it has this makeup. Okay, well now, if we know that you as a consumer like this kind of tomato, now we go back and we say, well, how can we make a commercial tomato that doesn't taste like that, taste like that? So that's what we're really doing. We're focusing on flavor and the 50 or more genes that control the synthesis of all of the chemicals that together make up what we would just generally call flavor. Well, the things that are involved in flavor, people usually understand sugars and acids. Sugars are the things that make the tomato sweet. They're balanced by acids, which are kind of the tart compounds. And those are really important to the flavor. You have to have some sugars, you have to have some acids. Different people prefer different kinds of tomatoes. Some people like sweeter tomatoes, which would have more sugars, less acid. Some people like more of a tartar one. Typically, if you're doing things like salsa or whatever, you might prefer a more acidic tomato. But then over and above that, you require these volatile chemicals, which are, again, the chemicals that give off scents, the ones you smell when you cut the tomato open. If you don't have those scents when you bite into it, then you will not have a good tasting tomato. But I would say the best thing that you could do to find out what a real tomato tasted like is buy a cherry tomato or a grape tomato. You can get a tomato that looks really good, but that doesn't mean it's going to taste good. There really is no indicator. There's really nothing that you can do in the store to predict. It's not like a melon or something where you can kind of smell it. The tomatoes really, until you cut them open, don't have a lot of smell. You can't tell, and you certainly can't tell from appearance. You can avoid a tomato that's not ripe. And I would advise you to do that. Don't buy the ones that are kind of that pale pinkish color in the store, because those have not been ripened properly.